Well, joining us now is Adam Yates, Chief Operating Officer of the Hubb Foundation, a charity supporting families during the school holidays, including providing school meals for children as well. Thank you very much. Welcome to the programme. It's a very, very tricky issue, this, isn't it? Because this is something I think that it's almost been a bit of a slow walk to this, hasn't it? It's been something that's been coming for a very, very long time and I think has been recently exacerbated. How bad are things really now?
I think, if you talk about the food poverty aspect, it's been an issue that's been apparent for a number of years. We've seen the government providing some holiday activities finance over the last 3 years, which is massively increased last year, 2021. Coming off the back of the pandemic, it's going to be a difficult time for everybody in the world. But those families in this country in particular that we've seen or we work with in Stoke-on-Trent are facing bigger issues than they faced in the past. And I think, as an organisation, as a charity that provides holiday provision, we've seen a rise in particularly engagement at our sessions. We have received better finance to support children and families with greater opportunity during holiday periods, but holiday periods only really relate to 25% of the calendar year.
And what do you think should be done about this? Because obviously the government is very aware of the year that some families, particularly the poorest families, are going to face. We've been talking about inflation, rising fuel costs. That's before you get to the damage that some people experience because of COVID. What should the government be doing? Because we are in a position where we can't just give these people hard cash. We can't give them money. Where are people to turn?
I think one of the aspects or issues families face, there's never a solitary issue. There's always a combination of things. So food poverty and fuel poverty, particularly at the moment with those rising, is the emotive part of families are struggling or needing support. Those are the ones that people see and feel the most in terms of the crunch. I think the government are looking at ways to support more and more families and avenues for it. I think food education element, jobs, education, accredited education and courses as an aspect. But I think it's a whole holistic approach that needs addressing rather than one singular issue. We've seen a number of people lose their jobs during COVID. A lot of industries have been decimated and organisations and businesses collapsed. And it's been a difficult time for those families or parents particularly that need to go out and reskill themselves or find jobs. That gap, the financial gap is rising between what they're earning and what the cost of living is. And coupled with, an awful lot of people being out of work, it's become a struggle. And there are organisations that are doing as much as they possibly can. The government have had a huge outlay to support the pandemic. Over the last 18 months or 2 years, that's had a massive impact. So, I'm not educated enough to know what the answer is. All I can do is relay some of the issues that we see here in Stoke-on-Trent from the children and from the families.
Well, Adam Yates, thank you so much for joining us and for all the amazing work you do.
Yeah, well done.
Adam Yates, their Chief Operating Officer for the Hubb Foundation, which is a charity supporting families during the school holidays and including providing school meals for children.